Dave and I, we may have encountered our very first situation here in Desert Snow. So I guess the Googling and the manuals begins. Talk about walking into history.
This is so cool. So you can basically see what used to be a tunnel, right? This used to be a tunnel actually during the Prohibition era.
There were a couple of children killed up the canyon.
Lately, it's been to a point where I'm like, okay, maybe there's something going on.
Oh my God, we're actually going towards this thing. Just back up as you back out. Watch the tarp. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, babe.
How'd you sleep?
Well, I slept awesome.
You are up bright and early. I love it. Got your coffee
you were
ready?
Up late, kind of loading
working on. I know.
I passed out.
I know. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, this way, looks like you're starting to tidy up things out here. Like what's
kind of refreshing our water. We're going boondocking, right, for a while, so we're gonna refresh the water. Of course, emptying the gray, getting things all ready to go. So I gotta pack everything up. Hopefully, I can get it back in the way it was when we started.
I know. That's always the way it is. Right. The puzzle pieces, right?
Exactly.
Well, it should be better because a lot of groceries and water and things we've used here might give you a little more room.
You excited?
I'm very excited. I think first right now I need to take a shower to feel refreshed and have some coffee. Okay, I am exhausted, kicking off today. Exhausted is not a great way. We have a long drive today to a very cool hidden gem spot. So I think I need to shower and freshen up. So this will be the fastest freshen up you'll ever see. All right. Now let the day begin. Let the journey begin.
Yeah, we have a long drive ahead of us. 5 hours today to this boondocking spot.
So we've never been.
Right. So
and I hope it's gonna be cool. Fingers crossed. Because if you get there when it's nighttime, I'm just hopeful the roads will be fine.
Exactly.
It's kind of a remote spot.
The rangers said the roads were good, but hey, it's all relative, isn't it? We'll find out. We're headed off to a remote area of Utah to boondock for the next several nights, but before we do so, we need some food, some groceries. So Tanya has gone into Walmart, and of course Walmart is our friend, and I'm excited to see what kind of food she picks up. I definitely want to do some grilling when we're out there, and I'm actually hanging out here in the parking lot with the kitties. There you are. Hello. Nice little cozy spot there. Now, where is Brady? Hello, Brady. Are you under here? Over here, make it out, Brady in there. Awesome.
Guess what I found?
What'd you find?
Klondike Crunch.
Oh, Klondike Crunch. No, that's the important one.
Oh, we could never find it.
That's the important one.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get the flank steaks.
Okay.
But I got burgers.
Okay,
ground beef for burgers. Got some
that.
great, so I can make nice roasted potatoes on the grill. And some chicken, so we can do some barbecue chicken thighs.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's load up, because we got a
long
road ahead of us.
Long road.
And a short time to get there, but it's really a long time to get there.
And we're going to a remote spot, so we gotta get moving there.
We gotta get moving.
Make sure we can find a little boondocking spot.
I keep saying that, and I'm getting more and more nervous as we say it.
Well, I hear you. Let's do it.
Let's do it. One of the coolest things about RV road trips are being able to see the road of America from this perspective. It's one way to see it via train, another way to see it via airplane, but to be engulfed and embracing all of Mother Nature's beauty is very exciting. Except when she throws some wind at your truck. I am not really prepared for all this gusty driving.
It is gusty.
I'm nervous. I'm like, as we're driving, first of all, there's no edges. We're in like a box. And then it says like gusty winds for the next few miles. And we're really feeling the gusty winds. Okay, you can really hear the wind. We're not on a gravel road. That's the wind.
Yeah, the wind's whipping. Would like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going through a little clear road turbulence at the moment. The wind conditions have really picked up. We're going to try to find you some nice smooth road quite soon, so just stick with us, have some patience. Thanks again.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was from our captain speaking. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the ride, including you, stewardesses.
Yeah, and the kitties.
And the kitties. That sign says we're supposed to be heading off this exit. Wedge Overlook is 40 more miles right now, and it's like 5:30.
Yeah. I think we should give it a try.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we'll give it a try.
285 miles to empty.
Which is fine. So we get to
40, it'll be 80 miles.
Yeah, we'd have like, as long as we're above 200, we're in pretty good shape. Well, we filled it up right before we came in, and we were at about like 329 or something, right? So we're kind of come down a little bit. Here we go.
All right.
Let's see how it is. We can always say, you know what, we're gonna come back, we're gonna boondock here.
Here we go.
And then head back and find like a KOA or something.
Wow.
No, that is so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I know folks talk about, there's like what they call the little Grand Canyon up this way, and you kind of get a sense of it right from that. I mean, that's pretty beautiful.
You're absolutely right.
Wowzers! You excited? Wowzers! Look at that! Check that out!
Wow!
Damn.
What is that? It's a pillar castle!
Miller's Canyon. All right, well there it is, the Little Grand Canyon.
The Little Grand Canyon.
And too bad it was 40 miles of washboard road we didn't want to take.
We couldn't do it.
We're doing a little detour here, but there it is. That's beautiful. Holy moly.
This part of the drive is unbelievable.
Yeah,
but it's
beautiful.
kind of, 6%.
Bit of a grade.
Bit of a grade, some sharp corners, but boy, when you get those views like that, unbelievable.
Okay, well, we just had our first boondock fail. I had these big plans to go check out in Utah what they call the Little
Grand
Canyon, which is supposed to be beautiful. But when we got off Route 70, there's a 40-mile stretch of dirt road.
You know that. We showed you that earlier.
Yeah, 40-mile stretch, and it was just, it looked like it was going to be all washboard with the kiddies.
Yeah, it pretty much was washboard. But hold on.
Yeah.
Can you guys smash that thumbs up button for Dave? Because you know what? That is a part of the RV life. And I thought it was a genius, a fun idea. But we do have the cats. We're trying to get them adjusted to the RV life as well. And I don't think 40 plus miles of washboard bumpy roads for the cats would be settling for them. So we're in a pretty cool spot right now, but we shall see. We just kind of found it last minute. So tonight is going to be burger night here at our new little campground spot. Now, interestingly enough, the views are pretty cool, but there's a train that just ran by us tonight. I will say, the RV definitely kept it kind of quiet. But we're gonna sit out and enjoy. Got the fire pit going. Hey, babe. Those burgers smell amazing.
Oh, awesome.
They smell amazing. And I am freezing out here. It's cold out here.
Fire going here. Hold on. Well, hold on. We can work on that.
Good morning. So Dave and I had a great night's sleep, but I wanted to kind of mention this. We didn't get a chance to really check out that Little Grand Canyon, which is something we really wanted to do. But we ended up in a hidden gem spot here called Helper, Utah. And it's sort of this old mining town. It's got a lot of great history, fun trails we've heard about, and just meeting the staff this morning really makes it all worth the experience. Now, initially we only planned on staying here for one night and then moving along, but now we're gonna end up staying here for a couple nights because there's a lot to explore, including the downtown. There's supposed to be some trails we can check out and even a waterfall area, which is called Gordon Creek Falls. So not too far, we might pop out the bikes, go for a ride, and really just check out what this place has to offer. But first, before any of that happens, coffee. I gotta go get Dave. All right, so I think before we get this day started now, we have to kind of since we're going to be staying here a little bit longer, we have to figure out what we're going to do. Are we going to stay in this spot, which is right by the train, or find something else?
I'd like to check out, there's a views along like the Price River spots. And I think we should go head down by the river.
Down by the river?
And see if we can get our van down by the river for a few nights.
Okay, not gonna lie, I already looked you guys up. I'm totally gonna follow you guys. Thank you.
All right, so where are we going?
So we have decided to check out Spot 200. The team here has been phenomenal. They gave us some ideas. I was kind of mentioning earlier in terms of where we could hike, going downtown, some trails. So I'm excited even to check out the falls.
Oh, this spot's not too bad. This is one of the spots down by the river. What do you think, babe?
Can you hear the river?
Oh, you can actually, yeah, right over here. I can hear it.
Wait, hold on. You're right.
Right?
I think we should skip on over to the river.
All right, let's do it, baby.
Let's go.
Time to get these engines rolling. What's going on? What's going on?
I gotta use the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Pit stop.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I think it's smart, though, before we head off.
Now I'm ready to ride. Cue the music.
Wow, babe, this is really neat.
It really is. It's like an old gas station, almost like a fixture, a museum popped in the center of it all here in downtown.
I know, completely refurbished too. I mean, look at that. That is so cool looking.
Wait.
Continental Oil Company.
What does that say?
Oh, the prices?
Oh my, is that cents?
38 cents a gallon on that one?
38 cents a
And
gallon.
this one says 31 cents.
What? Are you kidding me? That
All
doesn't exist anymore. But there's a lot of cool cars over here. And
Right.
That looks like a garage. Is it open or just kind of a museum?
I don't know. I think it's like a museum. You just kind of go, we can look in the windows maybe. Wow, man, there's some cool cars in here they're refurbishing. I mean, look at these things.
This one looks like it could use some love and attention. Look at the thick glass on that one.
Yeah, they probably got that one a little bit more recently. It's like a living museum, right? I mean, the inside, everything is set up like it probably was back in the day. You have an old Coca-Cola bottle machine, the old Quaker State motor oils. It's really cool looking. This place looks pretty cool, babe.
Yeah, this
Like,
looks like a cool
Ba-
balance rock.
Eatery and
Yeah,
pub.
And I'm about to balance rock some fruit in my belly. Great day.
It's a great day, baby.
Helper, Utah.
Helper, Utah. And this is just half an order,
I know.
right?
Can you imagine if we would
So-
have had 2 orders of the breakfast burritos?
Yeah. So if you're coming here, guys, the sizes, the portions are huge, okay? So we actually shared the breakfast burrito, and it comes with 2 pretty monstrous ones. I'm excited.
Huge.
So give it a try.
Give it a shot.
A little cheesy and
Cheese is in there.
sausage and bacon.
That looks great.
Just need a little salsa in that guy. Stir it up.
Now that is a breakfast burrito. Oh man.
Ride across this.
What?
Ride across this.
It's wobbly, they said.
Want to give it a shot?
I'm not gonna give it a shot. If you want to take it, you can. I'll walk it because they said it's wobbly. But if you want to ride it, you can. It sways. Oh my god. It
Maybe
really.
I'll walk it.
Oh my god. That's a. Stop it! Stop it! Don't do that!
Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I think we'll walk this across the bridge. This bridge is kind of swaying right now. And of course, I'm walking on it. It's all this wind. There's like the water. Got some folks waiting for me up ahead. All right, here we go. There are so many cool, neat pockets here. I mean, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
I know, a lot of cool stuff to find, to explore and just discover.
We've actually come up to a really neat part here of the river trail. And we're actually inside of this labyrinth. And Dave, does this almost look like the labyrinth we walked through in Hawaii?
It does. Oh yeah.
It looks super cool.
It's very cool.
So you have to figure out how to get to the middle, right?
I guess so, yeah, exactly.
Well, you can do the lazy way, but is it bad luck to just step over the stones?
Terrible luck.
Terrible luck. It goes this way.
I think it does. Coming at you. All right, almost there. You got it. Woo! Nice job.
Make a wish. Make a wish. I have a good one. Ooh, that's a good wish. So I thought it'd be a really cool point after a nice breakfast and ride to talk about Helper and the historic parts of Helper, and you know what the Gary and his brother they did, and that's the what was their last names, Dave?
Yeah, DeVincent.
Yes,
DeVincent brothers.
the DeVincent brothers took this old town and really got inspired because they love to rebuild old things. So why not take a town and rebuild it? I mean, they love building motorcycles and cars, so why not build a town?
Oh, I'm Bob DeVincent.
Yes. And you're the
Gary
other half.
DeVincent is the one that does these old buildings. He's doing a lot of them on Main Street right now.
Well, I love the story. We kind of heard a little bit of the story between how you got inspired, you know, by this. Obviously, you love to build old things such as cars and motorcycles, so why not build a town?
Yeah, that's what it is.
One building at a time.
Were you guys out of Connecticut initially, or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fairfield, Connecticut.
Fairfield, okay.
That's where we grew up. Here's a picture of this building when the sign says 50 cents for a room, but it's more money than that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the sign's still there. You kind of.
Yeah.
So you're telling me it's not 31 cents a gallon anymore for gas, huh?
It's
Darn
been
it.
refurbished.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
If you were here in the 1970s, this was Lupo's Lounge. It was a place where everybody hung out and partied. Now, during those years, these walls were covered with wood paneling. Remember that thin wood paneling? So nobody got to see this sign. You have to read the rules of this place.
That was there the whole time, wasn't it?
It was covered up since the Great Depression.
So this place is the prohibition place where underneath this, whereas where they would kind of get things in and out. It's like under in the basement level.
There's a tunnel. Doorway. I could show you that when you come downstairs. That is called a magazine door. They use those heavy doors for coal mines.
I'm getting little chills.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs. Here we go. I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Oh, don't you say.
Yeah, there you go. Now, behind the magazine door, you would have boxes of dynamite for the coal miners.
Wow. Boxes of dynamite.
Yeah, now, this
Boxes of dynamite. Wow.
This is like behind the
this is why
scenes.
we're down here. This is every single part to build a Harley Davidson, but it's all organized.
This is so cool. So you can basically see what used to be a tunnel, right? This used to be a tunnel actually during the Prohibition era to kind of escape out, whether it's with the liquor or the people. Get out of there. The cops are coming in from Salt Lake.
Exactly.
You know, doing a.
Or someone's coming in.
Yeah, that's true. Heading out, but right now it's filled in. But behind there, is there still a tunnel under there? We don't know. Let's bring out the.
Let's just ask the ghosts.
Yes.
Talk about walking into history. I mean, from the vintage bikes to the parts to the paintings to some of the like old school memorabilia. It's just amazing what the brothers have done here. You just really feel like if you want to live in a town that has a lot of great history, that's going to be preserved, well, these are the guys doing it, taking it building by building and really trying to building up this beautiful city. I just think it's amazing.
So that was quick, babe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're back at Balance Rock for some more eats.
Well,
And
thanks to Cindy. She said come back for some birria.
Yeah, this has had some birria tacos, which was kind of the special of the day. So we're hoping they still have some available.
Yeah.
So what's your first reaction, babe?
Yum, yum.
It smells really good.
Did you
Yeah.
see that? And look at the sauce.
The dipping looks so good. Yeah. Oh man, can't wait.
I'm like triple dipping with that right there.
I agree.
I can see why they run out. I mean, look at that crispiness on the skin.
I get myself ready for this.
You gotta roll up
the
You gotta roll up those sleeves for that. Get ready to like
Stretch it out.
Oh, there
Let's go. We're ready. Dabba-doo.
It's go time.
That's right. It's go time. We're ready.
The crunchy tortilla and the sauce. Everything just blends so perfectly.
Sounds awesome.
You're gonna love this. Is that a thumbs up or what?
I give it 2, but I'm holding on to that taco.
Okay, so Dave and I, we may have encountered our very first situation here in Desert Snow. So last night, Dave and I were just relaxing and we heard from the water pump a sound like brrr, yeah, just like that, brrr, and then stop, as if it was trying to refill itself up or get the air out of there. And right away we're thinking, is it possibly a leak? So it was kind of late last night, so we waited till today. We come outside and right by the wheel well in the back, it looks like there's a water drips. There were water drips at some point. So we shut off the water pump and we're trying to assess it. Now it doesn't look like the water is diminishing from the tank fast, so we're not sure. So of course, being newbies, right away we're thinking, okay, this might be a water leak, who knows? So we're gonna try and dissect the situation and hopefully it's just condensation that we're looking at from like the refrigerator. Does the refrigerator condensation drip outside? Do you know? If you do, you veterans out there, let us know in the comment section below, because we're a little nervous now to kind of think about that. This just might be our first RV issue. So it's kind of dripping from right in here somewhere. And why we thought it might have been the refrigerator is because the refrigerator is right here. So if there's a condensation pipe or something, we're thinking it might drip out the back, but why here? I'm not sure, but it's somewhere down here somewhere is the drip. Looks pretty dry in there.
Does not feel wet. No, not here. I don't see anything here.
So maybe, just maybe, it's the condensation from the refrigerator. All right, so I think Dave and I, we've discovered the problem, right? It looks like there definitely is a leak, and it's coming from down in here. And I'm not sure, you guys definitely can't see that, but we can, but it looks like it's on the cold water pipe, a little bit below the AquaGo system.
Yeah, it looks like it might be the water that's actually feeding into the AquaGo.
But that is a lot to get to.
It is.
You can't even get to that. We have discovered that there is definitely an issue of plumbing going on. So we have a little problem we gotta fix here. So we definitely found it's not the refrigerator. I suspected that I thought it might have been condensation from the refrigerator, but no, we have a small leak. So I guess the Googling and the manuals begins. Good morning, good morning. So I got my green juice in hand and I'm gonna try and keep myself accountable. Since the beginning of this trip, I have been doing some sort of form of working out, whether it's bike riding, going for a walk, and today I'm gonna do a little bit of exercise on the mat. But I wanted to quickly update you on the water leak issue. So we contacted Winnebago this morning. They were great in terms of trying to work with us to find someone that could help us out here in Helper, Utah. And by the graces of the goodness, we were able to connect with someone that's going to come out here today to take a look at the leak And we're leaving here tomorrow, so we're gonna pack up things, and as we pack up tomorrow, we'll head over to their shop and they can kind of fix it from there if it's as simple as what we think it might be. But we shall see. Fingers crossed right now. We're very excited that we were able to make this connection, but even more excited that we stayed calm throughout the process, because as we have learned, things happen in an RV, brand new or not, they will always happen. So just stay calm. You will figure it out at some point. It will get taken care of, but it's all how you go into the process is going to be how you come out of the process. So fingers crossed. Look at that TV. You know we love our little antique shops.
Right?
Great. So we gotta go in. I think this is called Bug and Bird. This neat shop here called Bug and Bird here in Helper is owned by a lovely lady named Jana. And you could just tell from all the unique pieces. She's got a gold mine here. So cool. What did you just find?
Well, El Cortez jacket. We produce winners. Look at that, huh?
We can escape Vegas, but Vegas can't escape us. Welcome to Gateway Lane. Now, this bowling alley here, Gateway Lanes, has quite the story behind it. We've talked to quite a few folks that have other stories, not just here. Even the middle school has some ghosts that have been seen with some video footage. So we're gonna go and talk to the owner, Laura, maybe do a little bit of bowling and learn a little bit more about the ghost of Gateway Lane.
Just the last couple weeks, it's been, you know, there's just like lots of stuff that's like it could be just that it's an old building, but also like why would that only be like the last couple weeks that it's been weird. Right. So like this horse over here, we had a group of kids that were in here that were being a little rowdy, but they weren't getting into trouble.
Wow.
She put a quarter in and it took the quarter, which usually it'll spit it out if it doesn't like it. It took the quarter, so she was like shaking the box and it didn't do anything. As soon as she walked over to the little like the car, the racing games, it started going. So she turned around and came back, and as soon as she touched it, it shut off again. It was like maybe 10-15 seconds, and usually it runs for, I think, around a minute is what it runs for. So that was interesting. Yeah.
So do you believe that there's
lately it's been to a point where I'm like, okay, maybe there's something going on. But for a while it was just kind of like, sure, if you saw something. All right, here we go. So we're off to head back to the bowling alley right now. A little night ride. We're gonna talk to Linda about the ghost over there. And then we're gonna head to the Kiev bar. Oh boy, and that's where it's supposed to get really scary. Now we finally get a chance to sit down with Linda, the owner. And we are really intrigued by the stories of the ghosts that reside here, not only in Helper, but inside the bowling alley. So Linda, can you tell us a little about that?
It was built in the 20s as a stage theater, and then converted to a movie theater, and then a bowling center in 1961. My father-in-law was the contractor coming, drop the ceilings, and my mother-in-law told me that there was big dump trucks coming in and filling in the orchestra pit with gravel, getting ready for the
Has there been a funeral here before?
Edith had told me, Edith Taunt, she was another old-time bowler. She said that there were a couple of children killed up the canyon that died, and she said we had their funeral here because it was the largest area.
Wow.
But that is not documented. I don't have proof to back that up. The proof we have is a serviceman that got killed in California from Spring Glen, and they had his funeral here, and that there's documentation for that. When I had seen the gentleman in the plaid shirt, I went back and I described him to my father-in-law, and he said, oh yeah, he said there was a guy that looked just like that, the way you described, and he helped do the renovation. He said, but I didn't know his name. And I said, well, I just saw him on the stairs. It's been quite a few years ago. One of our employees would come in at night and do the lanes for us. And he said he went into the back and there was a pin behind lanes 4 and 5, and he bent over to pick the pin up, and the pin turned around and shot on the floor towards lane 8. And he says, honest Linda, I did not kick it. The side door was open, and he said, I could see the line adjuster in the back, and he says, I can do it. I can go back and grab the line adjuster and then get back up here and do what I need to do. And he says, I went back there and I went to grab the line adjuster. He says, but you know, I gotta look. I gotta look. And he says, I turned and looked, and that pin was not there. When you finally see a spirit, it doesn't matter if people believe you. You know you saw it.
It's like midnight, and we're about to head over to what is called the Kiev Club. And oof, oh my God, we're actually going towards this thing.
Okay, babe, so should we head on in?
Head on into the Kiev Club.
It's the Kiva or Kiev Club?
Kiva or Kiva or Kiva.
Yeah.
Haunted. Now at least we know that's a common word.
Yes,
and it's
right
right.
One of the more haunted spots. I think it's worth checking out. It's a little dark here and there.
I don't know. It's kind of like midnight right
They're
now.
doing a lot of renovations here.
Yeah.
There used to apparently be a big mob area as well, and I guess I found some bones in here.
Wait. You found bones in there?
That's what I heard.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, we're going over there.
We'll give it a shot. Let's see.
Dave.
There it is.
Oh yeah. No, I think this is great. I think, let them do their construction, because there's a lot of work being done here. You can see tarped off right now. So it's probably safer to not. Just back up as you back out. Watch the tarp.
I see bedtime calling us.
Oh, I see
bedtime's calling us.
Forget it. I'm sorry. Wifey is chicken. Moving on. Oh my gosh.